One quiet evening, a butcher was watching over his small shop when something unusual happened. A dog walked calmly into the shop, thinking it was just a stray looking for scraps. The butcher waved his hand and shooed the dog away. But a few minutes later, the dog returned. This time, the butcher noticed something strange. The dog was carrying a folded note in its mouth. Curious, the butcher took the note and read it. It said, "Could I please have 12 sausages and a leg of lamb?" The dog has the money with him. The butcher looked back at the dog, and, to his surprise, there was indeed a $10 note tucked in its mouth. Amazed, he took the money, packed 12 sausages and a leg of lamb into a bag, and gently placed the bag in the dog's mouth. The dog nodded slightly and calmly walked out of the shop. The butcher stood there, stunned. He had never seen anything like it. Since it was almost closing time, curiosity got the better of him. He quickly closed the shop and decided to follow the dog to see where it was going. The dog walked down the street confidently until it reached a railway crossing. It placed the bag on the ground, jumped up, and pressed the crossing button with its paw. Then, it waited patiently. Soon, the red lights flashed. The traffic stopped, and when it was safe, the dog picked up the bag and crossed the road. The butcher followed in disbelief. It looked up at the timetable as if checking the route. Moments later, a bus arrived. The dog raised its paw, signaling the bus to stop. The butcher's jaw dropped. The bus stopped. The doors opened, and the dog calmly climbed aboard. Still shocked, the butcher followed. Inside the bus, the dog showed the bus conductor a ticket tied around its collar. The conductor nodded and let it pass. The passengers watched in astonishment. The dog then sat near the driver, quietly looking out the window like an experienced traveler. After a while, the dog suddenly stood up and wagged its tail to signal the conductor. The bus slowed down. Before it had even fully stopped, the dog jumped off and ran toward a nearby house. The butcher followed closely behind. The dog pushed open the large iron gate, ran up the path, and reached the front door. But instead of waiting calmly, the dog suddenly ran to the garden window and banged its head against it several times. Then it returned to the door and waited. Moments later, the door swung open. A large, angry man stepped out. To the butcher's shock, the man began shouting at the dog, kicking it lightly and scolding it loudly. The butcher rushed forward. "Stop!" he shouted. "What are you doing? This dog is incredible. I followed him from my shop. He ordered meat with a note, paid for it, crossed the road safely, took a bus, showed his ticket, and found his way home. This dog is a genius. He should be on television." The angry man looked at the butcher and rolled his eyes. "Genius," he said. "You call this clever? He pointed at the dog and sighed. This is the second time this week that this stupid dog forgot his key. Moral of the story: no matter how impressive your achievements are, there will always be someone whose expectations you fail to meet.